Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. We've heard a lot about the physical health benefits of fasting, siyam, but not as much about the mental health benefits. And I just wanted to do a brief video outlining some research studies that have highlighted significant benefits from fasting. So we know that depression and anxiety are very common worldwide. According to a report by the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, between 2013 and 2016, around 8% of American adults aged 20 and over had depression in any 2-week period. And depression significantly affects functioning. So they found that nearly 80%, so 4 in 5 adults with depression and anxiety said it affected their work, home life, and social life. We also know that young people also suffer from depression, and that can result in suicidal behavior, self-harming, and also can lead to psychosis. So what's the link between food and depression? So there are many possible reasons for depression and anxiety. One potential cause that people postulate is our diet and the food that we eat. So for example, studies indicate that there's a link, or there may be a link, between gluten and depression. So gluten allergies may cause malabsorption, which is the inability to properly absorb nutrients. As a result, brain functions may be compromised. A study published by the Elementary Pharmacology and Therapeutics believes gluten might affect the amount of tryptophan and serotonin in the body, which gives feelings of happiness. The same study discovered that gluten ingestion was associated with higher depression symptoms in test subjects compared to subjects taking a placebo. So there are lots of different types of food that contain gluten, which include, for example, noodles, pasta, couscous, dumplings, ravioli, crackers, cereal and granola such as cornflakes, bread and pastries, croissants, pizza breads, naans, cornbread, potato bread, baked goods such as pies, cakes, cookies, brownies, beer and malt beverages, so alcoholic beverages. So fasting for mental health is a powerful combination. In addition to being a significant factor of health issues such as obesity and autoimmune disorders, food that we eat makes us sick in many ways that people never imagined, only as short as 30 years ago. So when we fast, we are not eating foods that could be making us sick in the first place and giving our bodies the opportunity to heal itself naturally from inside. In addition to removing toxins, fasting allows the body to eliminate bad cells from the body through the process of autophagy, which means that the body will always eat the bad cells and tissues for energy before using the good ones. Bad cells are not able to adapt to using fat for energy, so they begin to die off and become food for the body. This is why fasting and mental health is such a powerful combination. There are many studies that suggest the benefits of fasting on our mental health. So for example, a study on aging men found that those on a fasting and calorie restriction dietary regime saw improvement in mood states and nutritional status. This was a paper by Hussein and colleagues titled Efficacy of Fasting and Calorie Restriction on Mood and Depression Among Aging Men, published in 2018 and available on PubMed. A 24-hour fast in mice decreased anxiety-like behavior and also improved memory. This was by Towers and colleagues, published in 2018 with the title Acute Fasting Inhibits Central Caspase 1 Activity, Reducing Anxiety-like Behavior and Increasing Novel Object and Object Location Recognition. And studies on middle-aged rats found that intermittent fasting combined with certain type of herbs reduced anxiety via the anti-inflammatory pathways. So to conclude, there's sufficient evidence from studies and in the literature about the health benefits of fasting on mental health. So we know about physical health, but mental health, which I advocate for, there are significant benefits, as we know from studies from fasting. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us to fast and accept it from us, and inshallah we will continue to discuss this in future episodes. Assalamu alaikum.